How you doing? I am Kat. I'm here to hopefully help you to be more inspired to play with clay and see what you can do to be creative on a daily basis. I've been working on a lot of candies. As you could probably tell from my other video that I posted, I love candy. And I probably shouldn't be eating candy, but I love it. So I figured out a way to enjoy candy, not the same way, no, because polymer clay is horrible to eat, but I can make candy to enjoy, to look at. I made these candy corns. Lovely, lovely little candy corn. Almost realistic. Let's see. Some of them look a little bit better than others. That was because the first mix that I made was a little too opaque. So I had to trial and error until I figured it out, which was only trial, error, and try again. So, yay! But I also made these cute little pumpkins that are like the candy corn style pumpkins that a lot of people despise, but I love them. I think they're delicious, and I especially think they're adorable because I love pumpkins in general. That's my favorite thing about the fall season. I think pumpkins are so pretty and cute, and you know, I love pumpkins. So anyway, with these, I think I found a video on YouTube of somebody that gave me the idea on how to do these, but I really don't remember who it was, and I apologize for that. But it was, I think it might have been one of the videos that just has a huge montage of all the various things that you can do. So anyway, very simple to do, deceptively simple, actually. I struggled with how difficult they might be, and then when I saw the video, I was just kind of like, oh well, duh. Why didn't I think of that? So hopefully I can help you, and we together may become a lot better at thinking how to do things. Especially myself. I'm terrible about not being able to come up with ideas that I want to come up with, and be able to think outside the box. And I'm just hoping that maybe that this will inspire me to think more, and maybe back and forth with people through this venue will help me to do better about thinking that way. So anyway, with these candies, all I did was I took a little bit of zinc yellow Primo. I said a little bit. I am not good with giving exact measurements. I don't do it. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I do what I do, and if I need more, I'll make more. I know it might not be exact, but you know what? It's art, and it does not have to be exact. Now, I'm a huge fan of Primo brand, Sculpey Primo. I love, in general. I've tried a little bit of Fimo. Not a fan. I've not tried Cernet. The Fimo was it was tougher for me. The blocks of it that I found. I've had a few different colors and different styles. I got some of the transparent colors, and a long time ago when they first came out with polymer clay. I had some in the gold and I don't remember what the name of the color was, but it was like a beautiful green emerald dark color. They were a lot easier for me to work with way back then, with my hands being much younger at that time. So now I have hands that have pains and they don't like that hard clay that much. And my clay machine, it's been through some things, so it doesn't like the hard clay either. We never could really get the Primo worked out. Sculpey 3 is great for people that, you know, need something a little bit more malleable, a little bit easier to work with, but it's not fabulous when it's baked. I mean, it's good if it's thick and, you know, but anything delicate is going to break really easily. I've done many many things with Sculpey 3, sadly, that broke. So I know whereof I speak. Primo has been a whole lot better in that area for me. So as a matter of fact, Emily's eyelashes I did out of Primo, and I've worn this necklace a pretty good bit, and they do stand out, and none of them have broken off. So that's a testament to Primo if I ever heard one. So anyway, the zinc yellow, the orange, use some green, and of course you have to have some white. And I also used the Primo Accents Translucent. What you got to do is about again with the exact measurements, I am not good, but I believe that it was a 3-to-1 ratio that I did. The first time I think it was half and half, and it was absolutely not enough translucent. I added a good bit more translucent to get it to the point that it looked so much better. The first ones you can see, this was the one that I did first, and I don't know if there's any way of getting it to focus because my hand is in the way. Can I do it? No? Anyway, it's a very opaque. The colors are okay for candy corn, obviously. It's yellow, orange, and white. It's hard to mess up, but it's opaque and a lot more dense looking than candy corn is. You know, candy corn has like that waxy look that we all know and love or despise, whatever you stand on. It's pretty when you make it out of polymer clay anyway. So see, this one is a lot more translucent, if you can tell. I don't know, probably not. I'll see if I can insert a picture, but it's much more translucent. It's got a nicer shape. It's smaller, but I'm a lot happier with the second batch than I was with the first. And then I have my pumpkins that are, I think they look just like the little pumpkin candies, you know? Super happy with them. I'm so delighted with how they turned out. I just thought they were so cute. But anyway, so this is the orange and the green. That's all you need for this one. And of course the orange, yellow, and white for the candy corns, along with the Primo. And basically all I did was, to begin with, I just mixed all of my colors together. Well, not all of my colors together. No, that would make a big mess. I mixed my translucent. See, this is how I made measurements. This is my feeble attempt at exact measurements. I used a cookie cutter to make circles that were the exact same width, so that honestly, I was gonna attempt to do a lot better for you guys. and give you more precise measurements, and yet I've still not done it. But I'm pretty sure what I did. I know what I did. I rolled out the clay to the same widths on each color, and then I took 2 or 3. I think I took 3. Let's go with 3. I'm so sorry. I took 3 circles of the translucent and added it with 1 circle of the color to get a nice translucent mixture of color. If it doesn't look really cloudy when you do it, you know, when you're mixing it, it's probably going to bake up too opaque in the end. I found that with mine. I mixed it. I didn't really mix it enough. Matter of fact, I think this is what I did the first mixture. You see, it's not got any kind of translucence to it, even though the zinc yellow is pretty translucent out of the package. It just wasn't enough for candy corn. And so the orange, of course, is not. It is just as opaque as a brick. So, you know, it definitely needed the translucence. And I found for this project, it really didn't matter that the yellow and the green were already fairly translucent, because it needed it to be. See, this is the green after I mixed it to that point, and I don't know if you can see the difference of the color. Oh yeah, you can. You see how translucent this is in comparison to the solid form. And of course, I know this is thinner, but you can still see the color difference there is pretty notable, you know. You need it fairly see-through for it to look like that waxy goodness. So you mix up your clay, get back to that, and you have each one that you roll out. If you have a pasta machine, great. Makes life so much easier. If you don't, it can easily be done without one. And there's lots of ways. I've seen several people with tutorials on how to get perfectly even rolls of clay without a pasta machine, without a way of measuring that. Stacks of cards on either side of your roller is one way. Cardboard. And there's some tools that you can get. As a matter of fact, I think, yeah, I have mine here that I picked up a pastry roller that had these nifty little rubber bands on it. I didn't like the roller that much, so I took it off, put it on one of my acrylic rollers. But you can remove these, and so it can be this thickness, it can be this thickness, or it can be straight on, you know, no thickness. But that doesn't give you very many options, but I know there are other bands available also. Maybe a little bit cheaper than a pasta machine. But anyway, I digress greatly. So we take the colors, we blend them with their translucent counterpart. And you know, honestly, I know Candy corn's supposed to be, what is it, the white on the top, orange in the middle, and yellow in the bottom. I think that's the right technical way it's supposed to be. But you know, it's clay. Nobody's gonna eat it, and we're not copyrighted. We don't have any kind of standard that we have to go by. So in order to do this, what we'll do is to get your colors, again with the standard, the not being good at precision, I'm just gonna roll them. Make a couple of snakes. That one's the middle, because it can be the middle either way. Pardon me while I roll. We take the yellow. Make us a big old yellow snake. Voila. And then some white. Do the same thing. Very, very, very simple. This is my first attempt at a YouTube tutorial. So bear with me. I'm hoping I'm gonna get better. I know you're hoping the same. There's so much to learn, you know. I'm trying to get used to my equipment. So we have the clays rolled out together. Yeah, I'll show you. Give me a second. I just want to trim it up a little bit here. See? Roll them out together. Line them straight up and down there. And actually, you'll want to work with it kind of this way. But then you can take this. Whoops. Make sure it kind of sticks together a little bit better. And then roll it so that you got a flat surface. You know the deal. Let me scooch you down here so you can see my messy little work area. Make sure you don't fall over. How's that? Cool. Whoops. Right out of shot. There we go. So, see, this is our 3-color strip here. Yellow, orange, and white. Mixed with the translucents. I'm terrible. Again, like I said, I don't know the precision of measurements. I'm honest, I really don't know if I mixed these with the translucent properly, but I'm going to show you how to do the thing anyway, because this will still work. Because it really doesn't have to be precise, does it? Because it's art and it's beautiful. So you get all the glitter and cat hairs off of it, because I live in a craft room and I've got cats. So I don't live in the craft room, but so you know, I just scrape off the excess glitter and cat hair because it's inevitable, and get it squished together nicely. That's a technical term, squished. So then when you get it all sort of uniform, that's the word, get it kind of uniformed out here. I like to do it a little bit smaller than what I had the first ones, because they were kind of large. Well, I mean, candy corn's large, but if I'm going to use it to decorate my little gingerbread houses, I don't want it to be too large, you know? So do it a little small, about half an inch, because you know your digits are an inch. between here and there. Those are about an inch. There's a little pro tip for you. So, get it smooth. Not smooth. It doesn't have to be that smooth because you're still going to work with it after you cut it. But you get it lined out here. See? Like so. Yellow, orange, and white. And make sure that you got your little line of colors that stay together. And then take your blade and be really careful because they're extremely sharp. And you cut at a diagonal angle. So see what I cut off here? That's the end of it. You're just gonna set that over there and try to separate it to use it again later. Now I have this lovely, let me put this on here so as I can show you. This clay is really dirty, you guys, so please forgive that. But so you have this lovely angle here. See, you cut it at the angle, and then you take your blade and you cut it again at that angle, and voila, just like that, you got kind of a candy corn. So then what you're going to do is take it and just kind of shape it a little bit. Just, you know, this is where the precision artistry comes in. And again, it's not a precise art, is it? It's clay. You have the control over what it does. It's the clay and you're the artist. So don't be intimidated. Don't let it work you. You work it. Got me? Okay. So what I like to do here is not only take it and, you know, bring your little point in better, but also sideways squish it in and sort of pooch the back out a little bit so that it's got that candy corn angular pyramid sort of shape, you know? Now I've got this nifty, super nifty little tool that I should have got before I started recording, but I'm gonna use this one this time. I used the other one last time, but I don't see it right now. This has an angle on it, but this one is actually for, you know, real, like ceramic kind of clay sort of thing. But you can use it with your polymer clay. So take that and just kind of make your little candy corn indentation. That's actually better than what I used before. I should have used this before. So I don't know if it's not gonna focus. I can't get it to focus. I'm gonna have to work with my stuff a lot more and figure things out. But anyway, see there, it's a candy corn. How cool is that? So then here's the deal, where that we're not gonna worry about the exact color combination, the precision of everything. I'm not gonna waste this, and I really am not gonna go through the trouble of taking it apart and flipping it around. You know, I'm not gonna do all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one also at the angle. And again, it does not have to be precise. You're in control. You'll take it off this and you'll shape it better. Whoops, there it is. See? And this one's gonna have the white on the bottom and the yellow on the top. And that's okay. It's your candy. You can make it how you want to. So that's what I'm gonna do with that. And you can see in the ones that I made that they're all various. So yeah, this is I'm gonna take this apart and reuse it because I don't really feel like getting the orange conditioned right now. I've got this little piece conditioned. So let me just peel this apart and be really rude. Okay. So what I did for the pumpkins, this is it's crazy simple. So I kind of figured this one out on my own. I know it's, you know, it's a pumpkin. What can you do wrong, right? But to make it a little bit easier, here's what I did. This, I know I didn't mix this with the translucent enough. It's not nearly, because here's a little sliver off of the end. I made myself a little pumpkin cane, basically. And that's how I made my little pumpkins all be sort of the same general size and shape. So I took my orange, sorry. Took my orange, mixed with the translucent, of course, which this is not. Rolled out a big old thick log. You want it to be kind of thicker because of the fact that you're gonna cut chunks. You know, usually with the canes, we're always striving for the thinnest little sliver of cane. Hopefully, you know, that's the goal anyway. For mine, especially, I make the canes and I want to get the most I can out of it. So, you know, I try to go pretty thin. But on this here, you don't have to worry about that, because not only are we going to go for thick slices, but we're going to shape them after we cut them. So, the green, you want to kind of go a good bit thinner on your little snake or log or whatever you want to call it. And you just take it and kind of put it on the top of the orange there, see? Just really loosey-goosey, not a big deal. And then, you know, take a good, I don't know, pumpkin-sized chunk of it. See, it's already kind of attached there. And you just kind of shape it into it. It makes it a little bit easier. And these little pumpkin candies, they are not, it's like the candy corns. They're not precise. They're not exact. This is a teeny tiny one. But, you know, they weren't made for like absolute beauty. They were made for yumminess. And if you don't find them yummy, then what good are they? But see, I find them yummy and adorable. So I'm a happy camper at Halloween time. My favorite holiday. Uh-oh. So anyway, I just hit my maximum file size. I think that means I have to quit. I'm not sure. But so you take your little pumpkin, you make it a little top part up there, kind of shape it around, make its little stem. Really cute little cutesy work. And then you're going to take any kind of little tool. I mean, you know, it can be this, whatever. And you just make a few little side marks from the top of the bottom, from the top to the bottom to the top, to make your little pumpkin little body shape, right? And there you go. I mean, see? Stupid easy. And it looks so much like the little candies. It's amazing what you can do with polymer clay. And I hope I can continue to figure things out for myself, as well as trying to help others. I looked in to trying to find tutorials for polymer clay candies so that I could use them on my little gingerbread houses. And there was a few, I mean, you know, there was a few, but I was looking for a little bit more, and hopefully I can give you guys a little bit more as well as figure out more on my own. And if you guys have any great ideas for candies that you'd like to see me try to make, I'd love to hear that. So yeah, just be on the lookout. I'm gonna make more tutorials and see you guys around. Thanks for your time. Bye.